Hello graduate students, so I'm back again with another video. So guys, in this video I want to show you guys the paper. This is English First Additional Language. It's a paper that was written in 2023. So I want you guys to go through this paper, watch this video till the end, and practice for your final examination using this paper. The reason I want you guys to practice using this one is because the structure of the paper as a whole and the format of the questions, they'll be exactly like these ones when you write your final examination. So please do yourself a favor, watch this video till the end and even practice using this paper. So you might find that it's useful to you because it will assist you very much for your final examination. So you'll be practicing for your exam. So it's better for you to watch till the end. Okay guys, so without any waste of time, let's get to today's work. Okay guys, so I always encourage you guys that the very first thing you guys must do before you attempt to write anything on your answer book is to read your instruction and information. Reason being that this one help guides you on how you should approach the paper and even the questions, so that you'll be able to know how you should approach your paper as a whole. Okay, so this one goes as follows. This question paper consists of 4 questions. So it's question 1, which is comprehension, and it's allocated 20 marks. Question 2, which is visual literacy, allocated 10 marks. Question 3, summary writing, 10 marks as well. Question 4, language structures and convention. So this one is also allocated 20 marks, and the total for the whole paper is 60 marks, as you can see. So you should prepare yourself so that you'll be able to pass this paper. Okay, so read the instruction at the beginning of each question carefully, answer all the questions, start each question on a new page, rule off each question, number the answers correctly according to the numbering system used in this question paper, pay special attention to spelling and sentence construction, write neatly and legibly. So you have 2.5 hours to complete this test. Good luck. Okay, so let's go to the questions. This is question 1, which is comprehension, and as you all know, it's allocated 20 marks. So read the following article and then answer the questions that follow. So this is this victory rightfully calls for a moment of national recognition. So this victory rightfully calls for a moment of national recognition. So this one is your topic for this extract that you have to read. Okay, so many in the country where rugby stars strong passions had hoped for an extra day off, possibly this week, to bask in the glory of Saturday's 12-11 win over New Zealand. Okay, so they were only partially appeased with Ramaphosa declaring December 15 a public holiday. So this victory rightfully calls for a moment of national recognition and a celebration of our rugby players and their achievement. The president said that in a televised address to the nation. I know that many of us want to have a holiday now to celebrate, but we should all agree that we should give our matriculants time to focus on their exam and celebrate afterwards. So school start in January and ends in December in South Africa, and most students in their last year of high school took the first test of their matriculation exam on Monday. So the Springboks with iconic captain Siya Kolisi to the fore beat New Zealand in a gripping final for a record 4th title in Paris on Saturday, sparking jubilant scenes across South Africa. Meanwhile, Mark Alexander, president of the South African Rugby Union, passed on the Springboks heartfelt gratitude to all South Africans for the overwhelming support and passion showered upon the team throughout their triumphant World Cup journey. So the Springboks are on their way back to South Africa, but on their behalf and on behalf of the entire South African rugby community, I want to express our profound gratitude and humility in the face of the immense support the team has received. So the TikToks, YouTube videos and Facebook posts of fans reacting to the Bok victories played a significant role in motivating the team to give their all as the clock ticked down to the final whistle on Saturday night. So a 4-day trophy tour has been meticulously planned to convey on the team's appreciation and proudly showcase the trophy as it embarks on the 4-year journey in South Africa. So Alexander highlighted that the tour's purpose was to reach as many people as possible within the limited time frame before the squad dispenses. The 5 largest population centers in the country, Cape Town, Durban, Johannesburg, Soweto, and Pretoria, have been given priority to provide the maximum number of people with the opportunity to welcome the team. Furthermore, the significance of the Eastern Cape in the history, development, and future of black rugby was acknowledged, leading to the visit of Buffalo City on a non-working day to enable individuals from the region to be part of the celebration. So guys, what you do is to make sure that you read that extract first. So here I've read for you, but you can also pause the video and read everything in this extract. This extract is very small. It only have 7 paragraphs. So make sure that you pause, you read, so that you'll be able to answer using it. Okay. So 1.1, this one is referred to paragraph 1. So appraised in the context of the passage means it means satisfied, plead, planned, or applied. As you can check on the memo, the answer is A, so it means satisfied. Okay. So 1.2, what win is the writer referring to, and what does 12 to 11 refer to? So it refers to a Rugby World Cup. As you can check on your memo, you get 2 marks if you explain it like that. Okay. 1.4. As you can check, this is a mistake on the paper. There's no 1.3, so better write it exactly as it is. Okay. So 1.4, using your own words explaining why the country couldn't get the public holiday earlier. Okay, so as you can see, so the answer said there was no way there could be a holiday because a metric examination. If the holiday was to be implemented, it would distract the running of the examination. Okay. So 1.5, refer to paragraph 3. Explain what the writer means by sparking jubilant scenes across South Africa. So the writer means that there were celebrations everywhere in the country. People were happy about the victory of Springboks. So you get 2 marks for that one. So 1.6, this one you refer to paragraph 4. Quote a word which indicates that the Springbok are thankful. Gratitude. So that's the word that you should quote, is gratitude. Okay. 1.7, also refer to paragraph 4. So why is it the following statement false? South Africans supported the Springboks at the end of their World Cup journey. So it's false because South Africans supported the Springboks throughout the tournament. Okay, you get a mark for that. So 1.8, you refer to paragraph 5. Explain how the fans were able to communicate with the Springboks. Okay, so the fans used different media platforms such as TikTok and Facebook, where they posted messages of support. Okay, 1.9. Explain how do the Springboks intend on thanking the country for their support. You refer that one to paragraph 6. So it's by having a trophy tour throughout the country. Okay, 1.10. Also refer to paragraph 6. Why are the 4 cities mentioned in this paragraph? So they're mentioned because the 4 cities are mentioned because the tour is mainly going to take place in them. So they provide a large population which will be able to welcome the team and the tour. Okay, so 1.11, you refer this one to paragraph 7. What does the writer refer by the team black rugby? So black people that are taking interest and are playing rugby. That's your answer, and you get 1 mark for that. So 1.12, consider the text as a whole. Okay, so is the title of the passage suitable for to the content? Yes, the content is about the victory of the Springboks and how they should be celebrated by the national public holiday. Okay, 1.13, in your opinions, do you think the Springboks victory should be celebrated nationwide? Yes, they have won the cup for the country, and therefore it should be a nationwide celebration. Furthermore, the Springboks were able to bring everyone in the country together, so you get 2 marks for that, and that's the total for question 1, where you get 20 marks. So moving over to question 2. Okay, this one is an advertisement, so it's visual literacy. So study the advertisements and answer the questions that follow. Okay, back to the Springboks with our RWC 2023 range. As you can see in the picture, it's t-shirts of the Springboks, or the regalia for the Springboks, and their prices. So there's a long sleeve regalia that costs 570 including VAT, and there's also a hoodie of the Springboks which costs 580 which costs 580 including VAT, and there's a short sleeve regalia or t-shirt which costs 280 including VAT. Okay, so it's a massive discount on bulk orders. So they've also given the website where you should visit. So visit www.bossbranding.co.za, admin Bros Branding, and they also leave their numbers on the advertisement. So this advertisement was done by the Bros Branding. So I believe that they're the ones who branded this South African Springbok regalia. Okay. So 2.1, what products is being advertised? So as you can check on the memo, so Springboks fan jersey, Springbok fan t-shirt, Springbok tops, Springbok regalia, World Cup regalia, any of that you get a mark. Okay. So 2.2, who is the target audience of this advertisement? So the target audience are the Springbok supporters, rugby supporter, and Rugby World Cup supporters. Okay, so 2.3, what does the headline of this advertisement mean? For 1 mark, so it means the support, it means to support the Springbok. Okay, so 2.4, discuss the difference between this website is www.bossbranding.co.za and then admin@bossbranding.co.za. So you discuss the difference between the two. Okay, so let's check out the answer. So the first one, which is www.bossbranding.co.za, is the store's website where you can see their products, and the admin@bossbranding.co.za is their email address where you can send them an email to communicate with them. So you get 2 marks for that. So 2.5, explain the event supported in this advertisement. So the advertisement supports the 2023 Rugby World Cup hosted in France. Okay, so you get a mark for that. 2.6, why did the advertiser include the words massive discount on bulk orders? Okay, so the advertiser included those the words to attract the customers, indicating that if they buy in bulk, they will get a discount. So you get 2 marks if you put it like that. So 2.7, do you think the advertiser was successfully in convincing you to buy the advertised products? So remember, you should also give your reason for the answer. So it's 2 marks. So it's either you can say, yes, I am a Springbok supporter and I will feel good in the advertised regalia, also in the discount when I buy in bulk. Or if you are against that one, you can say no, the advertiser specially refers to Springbok supporters, while in South Africa they are supporters of other countries' rugby team. I'm not a fan of rugby, therefore I'm not interested in buying rugby regalia. So you can get 2 marks for that. It's either you are with the statement or you are against the statement, and you also give your reason. Okay, so you get 2 marks for that one. Okay, let's move over, and as you can see, it's 10 marks for question 2, so you must be well prepared so that you get that 10 marks. Okay, moving to question 3. This is a summary writing. So read the following article and summarize 7 tips on how to make your rugby world team experience better in France. Okay, instruction. So your summary must be written in a point form. So remember, you are not writing this in a paragraph form. You must have only 7 points. Okay, so list your 7 facts in a sentences using no more than 60 words. So your words shouldn't exceed 60 so that you'll be able to get everything right. So number your sentences from 1 to 7. Write only 1 point per sentence. Use your own words as far as possible. Pay attention to the correct use of language. Indicate the total number of the words you have used in the brackets at the end of your summary. So transforming your Rugby World Cup 2023 experience. So that's the heading or topic of your written extract. Okay. So if you are lucky enough to be planning a trip to France for the 2023 Rugby World Cup, here are a few suggestions that could take your trip from interesting to awesome. Okay, so visit the city you find yourself in. You are most likely to find yourself in one of the 9 cities where the rugby venues are located. So it's Paris, Marseille, Toulouse, Lyon, Lille, Bordeaux, Nantes, Nice, or Saint Entin. Okay, so venture out into the countryside while the cities are beautiful. I hope you can also explore the countryside even for a moment. So visit a local market, find out which days local markets are held, and make a point of going to one and buying what you need for a picnic. So visit a social bakery, French bakeries, if you happen to be off the beaten track of the by this stage. So don't expect bakeries to open all day. Learn a little French. If you're traveling to France, you might want to learn a little French. So it is a fun language to learn. If you don't manage to learn much French, please learn to say hello. It's a simple bonjour. Okay, so eat out at a local French restaurant. Try to avoid the tourist traps, those places that are little too lit up and little too accessible. Venture further and find a local sport. Have a different conservation. While some people might see rugby as a rough sport, there's no reason why rugby players and rugby fans might not enjoy a tough intellectual conservation. Okay, so remember, it's 10 marks for that one. So here are quoted facts. As you can see, you have been given 8 quoted facts. So visit the city you'll find yourself in. It's a first fact. Venture out into a countryside. Second fact. Visit a local market. Third fact. Visit a local bakery. Fourth fact. If you are traveling to France, you might want to learn a little French. So that's another fact. It's a fifth fact. Eat out at a local French restaurant. That's another fact. Number 6. Try to avoid the tourist traps. Those places are too lit up and a little too accessible. So that's fact number 7. Have a different conservation. There's no reason why rugby players and rugby fans might not enjoy a tough intellectual conservation. So that one is also another fact. So it's fact number 8. So you can change them and write into your own words. So let's check their own words. Okay, so instead of saying visit the city you find yourself in, you can say explore the city you are in. So that's your fact. Number 2, you can say visit the countryside as well. And number 3, you can say go to local markets. Number 4, you can say purchase from a local bakery. Number 5, you can say learn a bit of French. Number 6, you can say eat at a local restaurant. Number 7, you can say be careful of tourist traps. Number 8, you can say you may have a conversation about something else besides rugby. So that's how you can mention only 7 facts and get that 7 marks in content and 3 marks for language usage, so that you can be able to make the total of 10. Okay, so as you can see, it's 10 marks for question 3. So now let's move to question 4, which is our last question in this paper. Okay, so language structures and convention in the context. So read the passage below, which has deliberate errors, and find and answer the set questions. So RWC victory was for everyone. So Kolisi elaborated by saying they hoped the team inspired people from all walks of life to strive for their dreams and to realize that anything is possible. So thousands of supporters arrived at the airport to welcome the Boks back home. And for Kolisi, it underlined what their mission in France was all about. So South Africa showed us exactly who we did for, said Kolisi. So on behalf of the team, I would like to thank the people of South Africa. It was tough, 20 weeks there was 4 years of planning behind that. So when we won the World Cup in 2019, people didn't think we would do it. Instead, they were hopeful because the plan was always for 2023. So, but things changed and we won in 2019. And this time, our people expected us to win. This was not about us as players. This victory was for everyone, every South African, and we showed what is possible with this diverse team. Okay, so you've seen the errors in these contracts. So let's go to the questions. So 4.1, identify a proper noun in line 1. So that proper noun is Kolisi. So Kolisi, it's a name. So a name of a person is a proper noun. Okay, 4.2, read the following sentence and then answer the following based on it. Okay, so thousands of supporters arrived at the airport to welcome the Boks back home. So 4.2.1, rewrite the above sentence into a question form. Okay, so you can say, did thousands of supporters arrive at the airport to welcome Boks home? And you put a question mark so that you can be, this one could be in a question form. So 4.2.2, rewrite the above sentence in a negative form. So you can say thousands of supporters did not arrive at the airport to welcome the Boks home. So that did not automatically makes your statement in a negative form. Okay. So 4.3, rewrite the sentence and underline a preposition in the following sentence. So thousands of supporters arrived at the airport to welcome the Boks home. So thousands of supporters arrived at. So you underline at the airport to welcome the Boks back home. So that at is your preposition. Okay. So 4.4, use a synonym of inspired in a new sentence of your own. Okay. So the synonym of inspired is motivated or encouraged. So you can say the Springboks were motivated by their country to win the World Cup, or you can say we were encouraged to support our country's rugby team. Okay. So 4.5, add a dependent clause to the following main clause. So the Springboks won the World Cup. Okay. So here you can say because they were determined. Okay, you can say because they were determined. So that's correct. So 4.6, write a correct spelling of the word strive. As you can see here, it's written wrong because there's a Y where they should have an I. So as you can check on your memo, here is the correct word for strive. You can write toughest. Okay. So 4.7, identify the part of speech of the underlined word. We and we is underlined. So we showed what is possible with the diverse team. So we is underlined. So you have to identify the part of speech of this word we. Okay. So that's a personal pronoun or accept pronoun. Okay, so 4.8, change the following sentence from a direct to indirect speech. So the supporters said we support the Springboks at the end. Okay, so what you're gonna say? You're gonna say the supporters said that they supported the Springboks at the end. Okay, so that they automatically changes your statement into indirect speech. Okay, so 4.9, punctuate the following sentence correctly. So when we won the World Cup in 2019, people didn't think we would do it. Okay, so because you have to punctuate it, check at the memo in 4.9. So you have to write that W in a capital letter so that it will be corrected, punctuated. So you get a mark for that. Okay, so 4.10, I write a singular form of people. So a singular form of people is a person. Okay, 4.11, is the following sentence a fact or an opinion? We won the World Cup in 2019 and people didn't think that we would do it. So that's a fact. Okay, so 4.12, rewrite the following sentence from a future continuous tense. So thousands of supporters arrived at the airport to welcome the Boks back home. So you can say 1,000 of supporters will be arriving at the airport to welcome the Boks back home. So 4.13, I use the conjunction but to to join the following sentence. So it was a tough 20 weeks. Full stop. There was 4 years of planning behind that. So what you're gonna do, you're gonna combine those two words, those two sentences by the word but. Okay, so you can say thousands. You can say it was a tough 20 weeks, but there was 4 years of planning behind that. Okay, so 4.14. Change the underlined word in the following sentence into a Girard. So we were show what is possible with this diverse team. Okay, so what you're gonna say? You're gonna say showing instead of show. Okay, so 4.15. Change the following sentence from a active voice to a passive voice. South African won the rugby cup in 2023. So you're gonna say the rugby world cup in 2023 was won by South Africa, and you get a mark, and the total for this question is 20, and the grand total is 60, as you can see. So if you watch this far, please make sure that you like this video, you leave your comment below, and also subscribe to this channel so that we may keep making videos like this that will help you in your future examination. So I will see you in the next video, guys.